Welcome to DHS Informatics Python Programming Part 4. In this video we are covering NumPy. In NumPy we are covering advanced concept, indexing, slicing, two-dimensional array and array operations. Hope this video will be very useful. You are not watched our previous videos. We already released part 1, 2, 3. You are not watched that video. The links are in description. Please press on that links and go through that part 1, part 2, part 3 videos. Then come back to the part 4 so that it will be continuous. It will be useful for you. Before entering into the course, you are not subscribed our channel DHS Informatics, please press the subscribe button below this video and press the bell icon for next update notification. Thank you. In this session we are going to cover about advanced topic in NumPy. Okay, main thing we are in NumPy, we are going to do NumPy indexing and slicing. What is meant by indexing and slicing? Indexing, you are aware of the thing. You are a computer science student. You are storing a number in an array. You want to get the fourth number, fifth number, the index element, that is a of 5, a of 2, like that you are giving, that is called indexing. Okay, then what is meant by slicing? Slicing in the sense part of the element you are taking, slice. You are having a cake. In the cake we are taking a slice. No, one slice, two slice we are cutting. No, that is called slicing. So that first we are going to cover in what is indexing and slicing in NumPy. Okay, NumPy, I already told you, you are not install the thing. You have to install pip install NumPy. I no need to execute this thing. I made it comment. Okay, because I already installed it. So that it is a pip install NumPy you have to do. Then to use the NumPy in your Jupyter notebook, you have to do import NumPy as NP. You can give any name. You can give as A also give, B also give, or PY also can give. But usually all the Python programmer are using some tradition. NP they are using. Even you are using a for loop. No, we are using I as an index variable. No, it is not necessary I like that. NP they are using, so that I am also following the same thing. Okay, so that import NumPy as NP I am getting, and one recapture I am going to tell you how to create an array. You can able to create an array means you can create an array from a list. List equal to, I am creating one list 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I am creating one list. From this list I can able to create the array means A. I am keeping one variable A. It is for array. NP dot array of L. So that I am created the array. You can type L. You will get the, it is a list. You can use the thing type of L. It is a list. Then you can type A. It is an array. You have the type function type of A. You give, it is a NumPy ND array. It is a NumPy array. It is coming as a thing. It is a very important. It is an array. List is different. Array is different. In array, I told you we are going to cover single dimension and two dimension. Single dimension array we call it as a vector, whereas a two dimensional array we can call it as a matrix. How to create a two-dimensional array I will teach you. I am creating one list. That list will contain internally 3 components. 3 or 3 again further list. It is a 1, 2, 3. It is the first element in the list is it is another list. Again second element. Second element is 4, 5, 6. Then next element is 7, 8, 9. Okay. I created a one list. Okay. Now from this list I am creating an one array. Then that array is called two-dimensional array. It will come. Okay. Now I am creating one thing called mat. one variable I am creating mat np dot array of L. Here you can give mat. It's become an array. Okay. Now you want to find that what is the shape of this mat, means mat dot shape. It's a 3,3 and mat dot data type, d type. What is the type of this array, means it is a int 32. It is a integer type. Data are stored, so that we can able to create a single dimensional array, two dimensional array from list. It is not necessary we have to create two dimensional array from the list only. Using random number, using the range function, using the reshape function also we can able to create a two dimensional array. I already taught you in the last session how to use the reshape function. Okay. Now one more important thing in the last session what we covered, I will try to showcase something to you. NumPy advanced NumPy. These are the content I covered you in last exercise. Here you have to recollect the things. What you have to recollect: zeros of 5 means it will come array of 5, it will come. Zeros of 3,3 means it will get the two dimensional array, ones also there. Okay. And you want to create a one random number array, means we need the 3 parameters. The first parameter is the lower range, second parameter is the higher range, how many element you want, so that the 5 integers we are creating randomly. Random number means unpredictable. In your calculator also we are having one thing called rand function. You press the rand function. Usually random number means it is between 0 to 1. 0 to 1, some unpredictable number it is coming, that is called random number. Okay, but we want integer value, you have to give int, means what you want to, for example, you are getting random number 0.87 into 100 you are making, and you are truncating the remaining element, that is called integer. 100 you will get the things. No, that is the idea behind the rand int. And generally you can use the, without int you are using, it is a rand, it will give the only the decimal values, 0 to 1 values will come. This thing I want to little bit cover you. What is the reshape and all the things, array of max, array argument of max, all this thing we covered. Now I am giving you one tips for you. What is the thing, means instead of using the, whenever we are using the rand int, I am using np random rand int, like that we have to use. No, it is each time typing it will become a little bit boring for you, or long typing. You can avoid this thing from using one statement from numpy dot random import rand int. What I am doing, from the numpy library in a random package I am importing a rand int function. I am importing. Okay, now you are importing the rand int function. No need of giving numpy.random.rand int. You can give rand int. It is a you want to get the syntax of the any function. You have to hold your shift button and press the, your cursor should be in between the parentheses. Hold the shift button down and tap button. It will show the thing. Rand int function will have the, we have the low and high and size. Okay, how many things you want, what type you want. These are the things we can able to specify in this parameters we have to specify. Okay, now I am creating between 10 to 30. I want one random number. Remaining 2 is optional, so that I am creating one random number between 10, 30. It is a 17. Again you are executing the same element. It will come 27. Again it will come different. That is called random number nature. Okay. Now I want the one 5 numbers, means I have to give the 5. Then it will give the 5 numbers. When you are getting more than 1, it will convert it into array. It will come. That is the function of the rand int. Okay. Now I am creating a one. We are going for a creating one array arr np dot a range 0, 10. I am creating a one array using a range function. What the content it will have? It will have 0 to 9. Whatever the content you are giving 10, above that it will come. Sorry, previous thing it will come. 0 to 9 it will come. Okay, you want up to 10 means you have to give 11. Okay. Now I want ARR of indexing concept. I am going ARR of 8. I want the 8th element will be indexing will be start with 0. For minimum thing I can able to make it 2. I am giving 2 means what will come? 0, 1, 2, 3 it will come. Sorry, 0, 1, 2. It is coming 0, 1, 2 only. It is a 0, 1, 2. Index 2 means you will get the 2 only. Now there is one thing called slicing function is there. ARR one part. Slicing means one part. You can consider this is a cake. 10 slices are there. I want to take how many slices? I want 0 to 5. I want. You can get the 0 to 4 because up to the index of 5 is 5 only, but previous thing element we will get, that is 0 to 4 we will get the thing. We will get the elements. Now ARR of 2 is to 3. So that 2 is to 3 means what you will get? You will get the element 2. It is get the first element. The 0 means starting position, and end 5 you are giving previous element. 3 we are giving, it will come the previous thing. Now you want make 4, you will get 2 and 3 you will get. Okay. Similarly, one interesting in slicing is colon 4 I am giving means before 4 what are the elements are there, we will get the things 0, 1, 2, 3. Similarly, ARR 6 colon I am giving, you will get all the elements after including 6 it will come, because you are giving 2, 4 means it is starting element is 2 only. The ending element is the last element minus 1, that is a 4 minus 1, that is a 3 you are getting. This is called a slicing concept. Okay. And one more beauty of slicing I will tell you. Now we are having array. We are not assigned any value. We are just giving the thing so that it will not having any damage. Now I am creating one another array slice. Slice equal to ARR of 0 colon 6. So that you can slice. Slice is one array, ARR is another array. Now I am making slice of 2 equal to 100. Now slice. You see now that element 2 will be changed to 100. Here whenever you are taking a slicing, you know call by value, call by reference in the C you may read it. Okay. Call by reference means it will transferring the address. Call by value means copy. Here the slice will be call by reference. We are changing the one value 100 in that slice. It will affect that array also where it is get copied. You can see ARR. Here also it is changed. Got it, no? Here also it will be changed. Now how to overcome the things? Here one more beauty is there. Here slice, you give colon. I am making 200 means all the element in slice will be converted into 200. It is 200, and you can see array, it is also become same. To how to avoid this thing? I want one array, I want to another array means there is one thing, one function is called array copy. Okay, copy one function is there. So that I'm creating a B, one array B. What I'm going to do, arr dot copy, I'm getting now B. So that here now arr is different, B is different. Now I am changing the value in B. You see now all the values in B is changed, but in array it is the same. So that whenever you are taking a slice part, one part in a one array, you can take one part of the array only, and you can able to do processing. Whatever changes are happening in the slice also, it will affect in the array also. When you are generally you are taking a using the slicing concept, how we took the slice, directly we are copying like this. So that it is called call by reference, address only mapped with the slice. No, I want entirely new array means you have to use the array copy, we have to use. Array copy we have to use. This is the main difference between the slicing and copying and indexing. There are a lot of techniques are there, and how to take the one element, how to take the partial element, how to take the front 4 element, last 4 element, middle one 3 element. All the opportunities are there in Python. You have any doubts in this? Let me know. You have any doubts? Any questions? Now I am going to two-dimensional array. I am planning to go with a two-dimensional array. So that how to create a two-dimensional array without using a list, directly you can able to give the thing array 2D. I am creating one array 2D, np dot array open bracket. Two-dimensional means you have to give, we have to open a two square parentheses you have to create. Okay, one row it will be closed. I am giving 5 comma 10 comma 15. It is the first row. Second row I am giving 20 comma 25 comma 30. Third row 35 comma 40 comma 45. Now arr 2D. So that we can able to create instead of storing the value in the list, we can directly also we can create. And one more function also can tell you, using a random int also we can create a two-dimensional array, one-dimensional array, n number of things. We no need to type. For I will go from the scratch, so that I am teaching all the methods to you. Okay. Now how to do the indexing in the two-dimensional array. Okay. Now I want the first row only, arr 2D in a two-dimensional array. I want the first row. Everything indexing will be start in Python with the 0 only. arr 2D 0 you are giving. You will get the first row. Okay. Now you want the first row, first element you want. arr 2D 0. Second element I want 10. So that what I have to give? I have to give 1. First row, second column. I'll get 10. Okay. Now you can able to give like this also. 0 comma 1 also allowed. Arr 2D. I given the single dimensional array, it is coming. You can use 0 separately, 1 separately also allowed. or you can use 0, 1 also allowed in Python. Both the options are allowed in Python. Okay. Now how to use the slicing part here. My ultimate aim is to get the only this 4 digit only, that is a 10, 15, 25, 30. I want to take this part from this array. How to get the thing using a slicing concept of, here we can see ARR 2D colon 2. Here 2 I am giving 0.2 means it is a n minus 1. What it will do means it will give the first two rows. You are giving 1 means first row only it will come. Okay. Now it will come 0th row and first row it will come. Okay. Now in this matrix I want this 10, 15, 20, 25 and 30 only I want. Now what we have to do means ARR 2D already I given 0.2 and I want to remove that the first column only. Okay, so that we have to 0 I want to remove, so that starting place starting only 1 colon. You can see no, I am giving a colon before 2 and colon after 1. Okay, I want first 2 rows, so that n minus 1, so that I am giving colon. I don't want the first column, so that 1 after that I am giving, including 1, 0, 1, no, second column I want, from that I want remaining. You are able to get the things. It is a concept of slicing in NumPy, two-dimensional array, how we can able to extract the one part. Imagine where it will be useful and other thing means we are collecting the air pollution data. Air pollution data about carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, area wise I am collecting. Each row is a one area. Jayanagar, Banasankari, Vijayanagar, like that I am collecting all this data. I want the last 2 column or 3 columns for the particular areas only. Maybe first 3 areas only. How to get? For that we can able to use this function. Slicing function will be useful. Okay. Like that, maybe when you are going into your project work, you will learn all these things. Now I am going to give the some other advanced concept in in arrays. I am creating one array ARR equal to np dot a range 1, 11. 1, 11 means you are getting an array 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You will get it. Okay. Now ARR greater than 5. Greater than 5 means it will return the boolean. So that what will happen in this array, it will take individually each index element and it will apply this condition. Greater than 5 means it is a true. It is a less than 5 means it is a false. So that what will happen up to 4 thing it will come false, even including 5 also. Greater than or equal to means it will become true. It is I am giving greater than only, it is a false. Remaining thing true. Like this we can able to do. Okay. Now I can store this thing in a one boolean array also. Boolean array. Bool. And you can go bool. You'll get the array. Now what is the one more beauty is, you are having ARR, all the elements will be there. Inside all the elements you are passing that boolean bool. You will get the wherever the true is there, no, that value only it will come back. Where we can use this idea, for example, your teacher is asking those students are got passed in the entrance test, only I want that name only. What we can able to do, we can able to store that all the marks in one array, and I can give an example of the thing. It is a greater than 50 or greater than 70, it is a cutoff mark. So that cutoff mark only become a true, so that you can pass on this array, that cutoff mark students will come, their index we can able to get and we can retrieve their name. Like that logic also we can do. Future we are going to do this sum also in your exercise. And one more thing also there, ARR instead of storing this thing in a boolean and giving to boolean you are taking, here only you can able to give greater than 5. It will return directly. So that all the ways are there. Already I told you, for each programming you have to think in a two logic. Okay, don't think it in a single logic only. You want the multiple logic you need, so that you can able to handle the concept in multiple way. But how you are achieving, first step is, even it is a long way also, you are able to get the result is first thing. Then second thing, how to minimize the thing. Once you are getting the output with your logic, then how to optimize your logic, that we can think in next way. Okay, now next thing we are going to do array. Okay, now I am creating one more array. Why I want to add 0, so that only I am adding this thing, np dot a range 0, 11. What will come? It will including 0. Okay, now here ARR plus ARR you can do. It will give you addition, 0, 0, 0 plus 0, 0, 1 plus 1, 2, 2 plus 2, 3, like that it will give the additions. Similarly, ARR minus ARR, it's all 0. ARR multiplication ARR. Now you are going with a division, what will be a problem will come? 0 divided by 0, it is not allowed, no. Anything divided by 0 is infinity, but we are dividing 0 divided by 0 is different, that is the error. But here it will not give a error message to you, it will give something called null object. So no, warning it will give, runtime warning, you are getting NaN, it is a non-object, like that it will come. But remaining thing, 1 divided by 1 is a 1 only, 2 divided by 2 is a 2 only, like that you are getting all the output. But this is it is a non-applicable object, like that it will come. Now one more thing we can able to do, ARR exponentiation, you will get the value, that's the exponentiation, what the value you can able to get, or ARR to the power 2, it is also available. We can able to do application like that. And even one more thing, ARR modulus operator. Okay, it is also possible. Reminder, here 1, 0 you are giving, it is called infinity. It is a error, it will come. This is a division by 0, it will come. 0 divided by 0 is different, 1 divided by 0 is a different, it is called infinity. It will come. It is also error. We are in a programming, we have to avoid this type of thing, or else whenever it is error is coming, how to handle this error, that is called exception handling. Next thing we are going to cover pandas, or we can cover exception handling, then we can go to pandas. So that 0 divided by 0 is different, 1 divided by 0 is different. And now you want any universal function, lot of universal functions are there, array, square root of all the elements in the array, we want sine of all the value, cos of all the value, it is also available. For universal function, what we have to use means, here in all this thing we are using array dot copy, like that we are using array ARR copy, like that we can use. One second, I am showing you array copy we are using. Whereas you are using universal function, what we have to do means, array we are having, for this array I am going to find the np dot, that is a numpy dot sqrt, square root of ARR, and I am getting the square root of all the array. Here np dot square root is a universal function, I am passing the parameter array, ARR array, so that for all the element we are getting the square root. Similarly, np dot sine, log function, you know, log of ARR. You can see now log of it is coming one thing, it is called infinity. So it will coming for log of 0 it is not allowed, no, so that you are getting infinity it will come. Okay, these are called universal functions. Okay, good. And how to create a two-dimensional array without using this list and other thing means I'll give you ARR 2D np dot a range. I'm creating a range. In this range 50 elements I want, and here only after you are creating you can go reshape, or here only you can do reshape 5,10. So that I am creating 50 element. That 50 element will be make it as a 5 rows 10 columns. Okay, this is come as a 5 rows and 10 columns we are getting a element. Now in this thing two-dimensional array, how to make, I want only this 13 and 14 I want. How to get this 13 and 14 slicing concept already I taught you. Again we can recollect the one more time. Now you want ARR 2D 1:3. What it will return? It will return the starting is a second row. It will be start with index 0 only, no, I am starting from the second row. First row is a second in the index this thing, and the up to 3 means 3 minus 1, 2 rows you will get. Okay, ARR 2D. Okay, now I want in this thing I want only this 13, 14, 23, 24 only I want. ARR 2D 1:3 comma, it is a 13, no, 13, what is the beginning thing? 0, 1, 2, 3. So that third column up to what I want? Third, fourth, fifth. I want third and fourth only. N minus 1, no, so that 5. You are getting middle. This thing only you can able to get. 13, 14, 23, 24 you can able to get it. Okay, so that we can able to achieve like this. Suppose I want to get only 13 and 14, what to do? Only 13 and 14 only I want to get. Then what we have to do? ARR 2D 1,2, because I don't want the second row, no, so that I am making 1,2, and again it is a 3,5 only. 13 and 14 only I can able to get. Slicing only that part only we can able to take it. Slicing one element you want, you can get it. Array of the row index and column index you are giving, it will come. But one part we want to take means we have to use the slicing operation. Thank you for watching this video. If you like this video, press the like button and share the video to your friends. If you have any queries or anything, just mention in the comment, and handle your project easily. Visit our website www.dhsinformatics.com. For more information, you can send a mail to info@dhsinformatics.com, or you feel free to call us on 98866 92401 or 98451 66723. You can WhatsApp us also. Thank you. Have a good day.